Yeah, they got a really good team. They don't throw it great. They got some really dangerous wideouts. They run the ball great. They are really, really, really good. If you want to know how good, watch them against Notre Dame on defense. They whipped Notre Dame for 60. Like you watch, I watched that game. I was like, and their down guys are so dynamic. Their two inside guys are so good. We played about as good a first half as we could play. I know we threw the pick if we didn't throw the pick that last drive, like that's about as good. Like I was like, this is as good as my football play. We had 250 yards of offense against them in the first half. We had 17 points. We missed another field goal. Could have been 20. We had a chance at the end to get some more. And defense, obviously, they're averaging 230 yards. They got great. I'm telling you, they got great backs. You didn't see it tonight. If you watch the game tonight, you're like, oh, backs are okay. No, they are legit high-end backs. And they make a living out of grinding you and wearing you down, and then they pop big ones every week. We said all week, if they don't get the big chunk runs, which they almost always get when they score over 25, then they have a hard time scoring. So they didn't get any chunk runs. We have them 120 yards. That's the story of the game. Second half, again, it's hard. We really weren't at offense. Probably blame me. We weren't very great. I mean, first half, we just kept throwing the ball. Like I knew we were going to have a hard time running. We just kept throwing the ball. We mixed in a few runs here and there, but we were going after them almost every play, throwing the football, and we had 250 yards. And second half, you got a 2-score lead, and you got our defense, and they can't run it. They can't throw it, and it's like hard to. So we tried to use clock, which we did, and it worked out fine. We got the field goal. I just didn't think they'd get 2 touchdowns against our defense. We gave a short field after we shanked a punt. I got to get Bev back to being right. I'll get him right for next week because he's trying to be too good, and instead of just being Bev. Bev's really good. He's puts all the weight of the world on his shoulders. Got to get him just go back to being yourself. He'll be fine. But then they got that short drive, but then we stopped the 2-point play, and we got home with a nice victory. So somehow we're 6-1, and you got to go to BG. It doesn't get any easier. They'll be favored probably by 6, 7. It won't. I don't think it'll be 2 or 3. It'll be at their place. It'll be packed. It'll be on the road. They're really good. They almost beat Penn State. They almost beat A&M. The only team they lost to was Northern in a really low-scoring game, and Northern knocked their quarterback out, which was helpful. But Northern, they held them 7 points. Northern's defense pretty salty. So it'll be another knockdown, drag-out. We got one more in us. I don't know if we got one more in us. Schedule makers do us no favor. We got to end of the year with Northern and Bowling Green. It might be the 2 most physical teams in this league. Big John didn't practice all week. I don't know what kind of game he has. I'll watch tape, but he didn't take one snap all week. He got some doctor help yesterday, and played every snap tonight. So we got a lot of guys are really, really beat up and are playing through a lot of stuff. Even if safety guys get knocked out, they come back out there. They get knocked out again, they come back out there again. So could not be more proud of our coaching staff. Our back end, I said it like 3 weeks ago, man. Pop that tape on those first 5 weeks, man. We were a disaster on the back end of our defense. I told them after the Toledo game, you guys stink. You do nothing good. You do nothing to help this team win. And until we understand that, and again, they were young and inexperienced, and I wasn't but I was trying to get them to, it's a disaster back there. Every ball is complete. Every single pass, and you just look at their progression. Coach Prekin and Coach White and Coach Blanton, they just get better and better, and Eli Blakey just the confidence through his, and then now you got Luke coming on, and it's Cy Walters, and it's these guys just keep getting and again, now we're defending the pass, and really the year was, any time they threw it, just complete. We had no answer for anything. So just how many guys have gotten better. We always tell our kids, if you're willing to work hard and take coaching, you cannot not get better. But most kids get frustrated when they don't have success, and then it becomes us against them, and we're telling them they need to do this, and they're not having success. So they're, and our kids just keeping, how much, watching Luke play tonight, I'm like, man, I was just thinking 5, 6 weeks ago, man. Look at that kid. And he's got 3 years. He's a young kid. Look how much he's progressed in 1 year. So we've gotten a lot better. Hopefully get Cade back. Hopefully get some guys healthy and go play our best football and give it a shot one more time. So.
All right, questions? Anyone want to go first? There's no mic, so just go ahead.
Curious about the trick play here. Was that something you've had in your...
Sailor always gets on me because I never call it trick play. We never fake it. We never do this. I'm like, yeah, yeah. I'm with you. I'm with you. And I hate when people run them against us. Like Ball State, I'm always amazed they're so good at them. It's not I think they're awesome. I got issues. So you want to know the truth behind the trick play?
Sure.
We're at Wednesday's practice, which I don't know what day of the week it is, but it's Wednesday in our mind. And Javon Tracy comes up to me. He's like, Coach, when are you going to let me run the reverse pass? He goes, I was 2 for 2 in the spring. I'm like, man, that's a heck of an idea. I says, if there's a team that doesn't give up anything on defense and you might have to try to trick them, Northern Illinois is probably that team. So I went at that night. And Javon's, players say things all the time, and I usually, whatever, and I would shut up and do what I asked you to do. So I'm like, that's a pretty good idea. So he didn't believe me. So I went that night, and I'm like pouring through this, trying to find the spring tape. Because I knew it was a reverse pass, but I'm like, I don't know, what was the formation, what was the reverse? So I finally found it. It took me forever to find the spring tape. We put it in the next day. He's like, John's all smiles. Like, I don't think he thought we were going to call it then. So just, again, the toughest fact, he's knocked out. He's not out targeting shoulder, whatever, head, whatever, I don't know. Like, they clear him he's out for one play. They said, hey, I said, you good or good? I said, you ready to throw the ball? So figure we test it out with a reverse pass, his first play back in the game. So ridiculous pass. Ridiculous. Now, he did play some Wildcat quarterback and played some quarterback in high school. That's the best pass I've ever seen him throw, though. I've seen him throw a lot of bad passes, and he thinks he's good, but the safety actually did a good job, and that thing was on a dime and in the corner of the end zone. I don't think Brett could have thrown it better. That was pretty amazing throw. So it just felt like, I don't know. I'm glad he brought it up. I'll give credit to Javon. I'd like to take credit for it, but yeah, Reggie says a lot of things. I'm glad Reggie caught it, though, and I'm glad he caught that other one down the 5. That was a big-time catch. Their corners haven't given up a lot all year, and we just knew you're not going to go in there and grind Northern Illinois in the ground. You're not going to do it. Notre Dame tried to ground and pound them, and they couldn't get back to the line of scrimmage. And they were just hip-tossing linemen and tight. They're good. They're good. I hope some of them graduate because they are really good up front. They're taking Notre Dame tight ends and just slamming them on the ground and then tackling them. I'm like, holy moly, man. So we figured we told the receivers we're going to make some big plays, and Cade's not here, and they're going to, so.
Anybody else got a question?
A chance next week to punch your ticket to the trip.
Yeah.
You've got a couple extra days this week. Is that a good thing, or is it one of those weeks?
It's a great thing for us just because we're exhausted and we're beat up, and we got a lot of guys that need the extra time. And again, sometimes in the middle of the season you're in a rhythm, you want to keep playing, but we gotta go. It's for everything. This is the MAC championship game, and to get to the MAC championship game, for us, it's all or nothing. I said we're gonna win and go to Detroit, or we're gonna lose and we're gonna go to a bowl game. And for me, just want it for the seniors. I want it for me too, but those kids been through a lot, and just those guys coming back and some start off 1-4 again. How many times we done that, and then just dig, and next thing you look up 6 weeks. We said we're in a 7-week tournament, man. In the round of 256. We got some work to do. We got down to the final 2. So, and we knew at the end, we knew Northern BG is everybody looks at Northern record. I'm like, Northern's pretty good team.
Yeah, Coach, your team still ended with 100 yards on the ground today, despite
Yeah.
Northern Illinois' physicality.
Yeah.
What does that say about your offensive line and your running game in tonight's game?
Yeah, Mo had a 23-yarder. We had 100 yards. Yeah. What do we have on? 28? No, we had 87 yards. According to this, 28 for 87. Mo had 91. We had some sacks, so kind of against you. Yeah, it was a grind. Mo popped that one for 23. Was nice. Other than that, not a whole lot there. Not a whole. Mo had start the first drive, second half. Mo had 2 good runs. We had guys in the backfield unblocked, but Mo made a miss and got us a couple first downs. But that wasn't our best night. They're good. Wasn't our best night.
It seemed like in the second half, Brett was under more pressure.
Yeah. Yeah, they were.
Wearing the line down a little bit. Or?
They blitzed a lot more, and they beat us some. Sometimes they didn't blitz; they still beat us. That was a good win. It was a better win than you think. Trust me. So it was a good win. We had a really good game plan, and our kids found a way to get some points, and we got a lead, and that's the last thing they want is be down 2 scores, and then. Again, just kept looking up and thinking, what do I do here? Just let our defense play like let our defense play, and we tried to run in the second half. Obviously, that's why we had 75 yards in the second half, because we tried to run the ball. First half, you watch the play sequence. First half was pass, 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 run, pass, 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 pass. You're up 2 scores. Your defense dominating. Do we want to be that? It's like probably should have. Maybe we just length the lead, and it's a lot easier. But I trust our defense a lot, especially with the way they're playing tonight. They were on their business. A lot of different personnel groups. They were sharp with everything they were doing. The communication, everything just looked good. Like they were they're playing at a very high level. So pretty easy. Just keep trying to punt the ball. We got to punt it better. Punt the ball to them.